Oh man, the MetGala one's gonna be funny. We'll get into that one. What's up? What's up? Peace and love. Hey yo, I'm Dayi.
And I'm Jess.
We'll get into Culture Corner after sports news, so stick around for that.
And on Savage Sports this week, inside Sports Betting Farm, how 1x bets use fake amateur sports to fuel a 655 million gambling empire. Inside StefonDiggs not guilty verdict and ongoing civil lawsuit. What's next for the NFL star? Ooh.
Yeah, we'll definitely talk about like what's up with him because there's so much with him, especially with like the recent Cardi B stuff, them breaking off. I
Mm-hmm.
think he has a lot on his hands. Then in Culture Corner this week, massive child sexual exploitation sting hits Disney Cruise Line and other ships at San Diego port. Inside the 2026 Met Gala controversy, Bezos boycotts and the labor is art protest. Deadly Andes Hantavirus outbreak on MV Honduras. Cruise ship quarantine amid human to human transmission fears. Always stay to the end for our views. We break down the news, add context, and give our honest take to spark discussions for educational and entertainment purposes. Let Culture Speak Live, episode 75. Welcome back to the show. Let's get into it.
Turn the mic on, let the culture speak. Got some sports talk, 7 days a week. From the courts to the streets, headlines stay bleak. Talk shows out now, let the culture peak.
Yeah, so again, we changed it up a bit, quickly mentioning other news you need to know headlines. California faces a severe fuel crisis after Middle East oil shipments stopped due to the Strait of Hormuz closure. Gas prices now top $6 statewide, nearing $10 in some areas. Officials warn of shortages within weeks unless alternative crude sources are secured.
Manufactured crisis.
Yeah, you told me about the shells stuff and everything that they make profits while everyone is fucking
Mm-hmm.
suffering right now. And it
Mm-hmm.
just makes me think like we are so reliant on foreign oil. And I brought up like new information that we had like 40 refineries.
Mm.
Now we're down to 7 and two more are supposedly supposed to be gone. This whole climate thing is, I don't know, for me in my opinion it's not working out. Like we it seems like they're pushing us to electric
They
vehicles.
are.
Yeah, and it
You
seems
see,
like they're pushing China now is pushing EVs through the border to California, and I think I saw a couple in California.
they weren't pushing it at first. They needed to make sure they can capitalize on EV.
Mhm.
They finally have gotten it to the point where they now can capitalize on EV, and now they're like, okay, now we'll push it.
Yeah, but for me, I don't want it at all. A lot of people don't want it either, and you know, it just sucks. It just sucks. We could talk about it all day, all about it. People are suffering over it, but it's just like, goddamn, what else now? But California's DMV now allows testing and development deployment of heavy duty autonomous trucks on public roads, requiring phase testing, safety drivers, and law enforcement interrogation. Tech firms praise the move for efficiency, while unions and critics warn of job losses and safety risks for human drivers. So huge trucks, autonomous, taking people's jobs. Critics are saying. You talked about like them slashing a lot of truckers through something like that. But what are your thoughts on that?
I think that's I ain't, bro. I think that's a bad idea. Just with the sample size of Waymo right now in San Francisco is garbage
Mhm.
because they're outsourcing who's controlling the vehicles,
To foreign countries, yep.
and they're not very good at it. Like you got police pulling over Waymo cars now.
Hmm.
Like, I don't think it's a good. I think it's a tragedy waiting to happen. Personally,
But moving in that direction, you see a lot of it now. Autonomous vehicles, you see robots are coming into play.
yeah.
Um, it's just takes a lot of jobs
I
away.
just feel like I just feel like I get, like, oh, no humans needed, but I feel like humans are still, no matter how autonomous you go, humans are still needed to a certain extent
Yeah.
to prevent. But these companies would rather just forget you, get out of here. And if we do run into issues, we're gonna try to come back and consult you and try to get some free consultant, even though I fired your ass a
Mhm.
few months ago or a year ago. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, it takes away, you know, the it brings them more profits, but it takes away benefits for other people, uh, work hours, vacation time, so they could just continuously just keep shipping, keep non-drivers off the road, and just keep this autonomous truckers on it.
yeah, we're heading to a future where if you don't, honestly, if you don't have a serious trade,
Hmm.
or have like a degree in something that, and honestly, I feel like everything dang near replaceable is getting to that point. But I just feel like if you ain't in tech in some form,
Or media.
yeah, like if you ain't an influencer or in tech, I feel like you just getting to the point where you might be screwed.
Yeah.
And that's what they want.
Yeah.
Modern day slavery.
Lindsay Hall ended her relationship after finding her boyfriend's ChatGPT history, where he confessed doubts about their 3-year relationship, criticized her appearance, and admitted, I'm just not proud of her. The AI even suggested breaking up, leading Lindsay to feel reduced to an object.
Yeah.
So, you know how on Google searches, there's certain things that you search up, there's a history. Now there's chat GPT history of what conversations you're having. And yeah, she just felt like, hey, you're asking all these questions, you're having a chat with a chat GPT. And a lot of people are having chats with chat GPT.
Yeah.
There's a whole history of it. How to get away with murder and everything in chat GPT. It just seems like everyone is just um, asking questions, or giving their thoughts into chat gpt and not fully thinking it themselves. They
Mm.
just result to these ais nowadays.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni settled their legal battle over It Ends With Us without exchanging money. Most claims were resolved, but Lively still seeks legal fees. Both agreed to waive appeals after the judge's final decision, ending further litigation. So over 2 years now, it's finally over. The Blake Lively and sexual assault allegations is just trying to destroy his reputation as a creator, as a director, just bringing this movie thing up for the viewers. And she felt slighted with her husband. I feel like Ryan Reynolds had some hand into it, and the whole Taylor Swift stuff. We'll go back. We talked about it. Um, we did like 2, 3 of them, but yeah, it's finally over. So that's the end of that. But we'll definitely talk more about it in the Met Gala story. So stick around for that. Instagram launched a major bot purge in May 2026, deleting millions of fake accounts. High profile users lost millions of followers overnight. The move aims to boost authentic engagement and ensure brand deals reflect real audiences, with higher engagement rates expected for creators despite lower follower counts. So we talked about the bots.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a good thing that they're actually doing that?
I mean, it depends on who you ask.
I
I don't know. I mean, hey,
mean, offline we talked about like how bots are destroying the
yeah,
platform,
they're like,
fake
I don't
news
even
and shit.
mess with what's it called? We were talking about X
Hmm.
anymore because I'm like, I just didn't like the direction it went, where everybody can get like the check uh with a subscription, and now you have all these, back then you could used to look for the accounts with the checks to get legit information or whatever. Now all these meme accounts, bot accounts, all got these check marks, so it's just a lot of misinformation on there, and I'm just like, it's just a bunch of garbage.
Yeah,
Like, you have to sift through the garbage, and I'm like, nobody got time for that.
and pretty much the bots on in comment sections, like they're not real. They're trying to
Hmm.
stir up like outrage in people. So yeah, I see it as a good thing for sure. Comment below your guys' thoughts on that. The U.S. launched the Pursue initiative to declassify UAP UFO records, releasing 162 files from agencies like NASA and the FBI. The materials span decades and include videos, but most cases remain unresolved. The official stressing transparency and no confirmed evidence of aliens. So, hey, we finally getting files of UAPs, UFOs. Uh, talk. We'll talk about it more next week, but like people feel like it's a distraction from the things that we're gonna talk about in today's show. But like the Hantavirus, the Disney cruise stuff, um, it's just a lot of fucking news this week. Like we're being flooded with so much, and we don't know, but we're definitely gonna talk about it next week. It's very interesting. But share your thoughts, like this episode, and follow our channel for free. Sign up for a chance to win free merch. QR code at the end of the show. Before we start, do you need a live streaming video production software service? If you have a Mac, well, look no further. Let's get into that. Fuck. This show is powered by Ecamm Live. We partnered with them for live streaming. Ecamm Live is a top tier Mac software built for creators, professionals, and businesses. It features multi camera support, real time camera switching, screen sharing, overlays, and integrated audience comments. The intuitive interface makes streaming, recording, podcasting, and presenting simple with seamless integration across all platforms like Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Ecamm Line is the go-to solution for producing high-quality live broadcasts. Start your free 14-day trial today by clicking the link provided or the QR code. Appreciate it. Support us so we can support you guys. Yeah. Shit. Use referral code LCS at checkout to let them know we sent ya.
The wild world of sports betting farms is out here, running nonstop fake games just to keep the betting wheels turning, especially for shady giants like 1xBet. These aren't your usual pro matches. Think amateurs, sometimes minors, playing back to back in hidden gyms or parking lots across Eastern Europe. It's like a sports factory pumping out action 24/7 to feed online gamblers. Absolutely. And yeah, these matches are staged, often with players switching teams mid-game just to keep the cash flow smooth. What's sketchier? Kids as young as 14 are in the mix, unregulated and unpaid. Despite 1xBet's dodgy reputation, banned or blacklisted in several countries, they're still linked with big clubs like FC Barcelona and PSG. The whole operation exploded during the pandemic slump when legit sports were on pause, and now it's a massive, mostly unregulated betting market. The big question, who's really watching this mess and what's it doing to the game and the gamblers? Betting culture, I feel like people got really bored during the pandemic. Like you shut everything down, like people were at home for real, for real. Like literally there was nothing to do. And I feel like just like I'll even like for casinos, for example. I used to take my parents to casino, on the weekend one day, uh pre-COVID. And it used to be like mostly like I feel like the casinos was mostly like senior citizen type of deal. Like it wasn't popular like that. Um Well, it was popular amongst like older people and seniors, right? And then after the pandemic happened, I feel like you go there now and it's hella young people. And it was I swear that was not the case. Or if I was blind to it, but I swear that was not the case. I swear it was just like a senior citizen, older person type of thing. And now it just has exploded the gambling world. It's like, and we were talking about this earlier. Oh yeah, yeah. You know how we were just talking about
Yeah.
um, having a serious trade, being an influencer, or being a gambler. That's the other one.
Yeah.
Because really, like you follow any of these big time gamblers, all it takes is one big hit. When I'm talking about like not no like some of these guys are crazy and they'll bet 250K, 100K. You just need to get lucky one time. I'm not saying to do that stuff. Don't
Yeah.
don't do that stuff.
Yeah.
But and then that just keeps them going. Keeps them going. Puts them in spaces with other rich people. You know what I mean? Sometimes those rich people are cool with them, like, here, I'll front you this. Da 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 da. So yes, that's also another industry that people are getting into to make money. Is gambling. So gambling.
I mean, and then you see there's a lot of videos with rain bet, like these people IRL clips and stuff with like rain bets, like, oh, let me hit this real quick. That shit's annoying as fuck. I just completely skip that because
Mm-hmm.
it's not authentic. You're just you're promoting more betting. And nowadays there's you could bet on anything.
I
Poly
did see that.
market.
You talking about that thing where those big influencer dudes they always like waiting on this wheel or they're playing like
Yeah. It's like
poker.
let me hit this real quick. A rain bet, yada yada yada.
Yeah.
Yeah. And nowadays you could bet on anything. Poly market, you could literally create a bet. You see politicians supposedly using bet poly markets. There was one I mentioned it off the show that that on traffic control you could bet on that, like how many cars are coming through, and
Mm-hmm.
people are making boats load of fucking money on that.
Mm-hmm.
But this is just something like this was in Russia, but it seems like it could happen here too, or it does happen here, that these fake games amateurs created little leagues that you could bet on those and make hella money, and yet they don't get any of that money.
Yep.
So these, yeah.
And it's like with all these like new things coming up, like the way the world is going right now, it already feels like, if you ever seen the movie Fifth Element,
Yeah, just
I already feel like the world is that right now, except for we just don't have the cars are not flying yet. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like I feel like we're kind of like the vibe is kind of already there. What's the other movie? I can't remember, but it was a movie with uh damn, what's his name that played Rocky?
Sylvester Stallone.
Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah.
He played in I forget the name of them damn thing.
Yeah.
Or was it Arnold Schwarzenegger? It might have been Arnold Schwarzenegger actually.
Yeah.
And he was like in space, and the world was in space. I forgot. I can't, and I don't know why I can't remember that movie. But it gives those vibes of where the world is right now, just without that stuff. I don't know why. It just gives those vibes. Now I'm like,
Yeah.
dude,
Yeah.
we're not too far off.
1xBet reportedly streamed nearly 1,300 amateur matches in a single day, which is almost 500,000 games a year, more than top pro leagues combined. Russian authorities issued international arrest warrants for 1xBet founders in 2020 over illegal gambling activities. Totaling 655 million. Despite scandal, 1xBet extended its sponsorship deal with FC Barcelona until 2029. Third-party companies claim to provide 15,000 live amateur events monthly to 1xBet, boosting engagement with compulsive bettors. Children as young as 14 have been documented competing in these betting farm matches, raising serious ethical and legal questions. It's gonna continue. Betting is everywhere. So hey, what else can you do? We're living in a culture where it's normalized now. What Jess said, like in casinos, you see older people, now it's younger people. You see DraftKings. You see one of our friends just keeps betting on NBA games, hitting it, and it's just an adrenaline
And
rush.
it really goes hand in hand, because with people gambling,
Mhm.
it also goes hand in hand with just being an influencer in general, because people want to watch that.
Yeah.
So with influencers influencing gambling, it's only going to get bigger, obviously.
And the payout is ridiculous. Like they're not even using their own money to bet, but yet the regular people are just like spending their own money, and there's risks to it. We talked about it before. Go search that out. Closing thoughts, moral, positive notes, problem solving. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Honestly, I think we said what we wanted to say.
Gamble responsibly, y'all.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
gonna do it.
Mm-hmm. Comment below your guys' thoughts on that. We gotta move on.
On May 5th, 2026, Massachusetts jury cleared former NFL star. Let me say former. NFL star StefonDiggs of felony strangulation and misdemeanor assault charges brought by his former personal chef, Jamila Adams. To allegations involved an incident in December of 2025 where Adams claimed Diggs slapped and choked her during a dispute over unpaid wages. The jury deliberated less than 90 minutes before delivering a not guilty verdict. As the defense argued, the accusations were part of a financial shakedown. They presented testimony from others who saw Adams with no visible injuries and noted inconsistencies in her claims, including overpayment for some weeks she said were unpaid. No medical evidence supported her claims. Though Diggs was acquitted criminally, Adams is pursuing a 5.5 million civil lawsuit. Diggs also faces lawsuits over defamation related to a stolen Ferrari and countersues an accuser alleging sexual assault. The NFL is still reviewing his conduct under its personal conduct policy. This case highlights the complex intersections of sports, law, and personal drama engulfing Diggs' career. That is unfortunate because it be seeming sometimes like, all this, not everybody has legit claims, you know what I mean? I'm not even talking about this specifically. I'm just talking over a broader sense.
Mm-hmm.
And you still got to deal with that tainting your name. You still got to deal with the what ifs of he still may have done that even though he was acquitted or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, you are going to deal with people that are trying to do a money grab. You know what I mean? If I can score this, I don't never got to work. You know what I mean? Like I can live it.
Yeah. And this it just shadows the real uh sexual assault cases that are happening to people every day. This is just a big old news because it's celebrities and NFL players, and it's just sad that
Yeah.
she had to. I don't know if you saw the videos, but like she was trying to be super emotional, try to get to the hearts of the jury of, you know, this did happen to me, but yet she didn't want to answer any of the questions. She wanted to stick to, emotional grabbing, trying to just sway the juries, and even the judge had to step in and be like, answer these questions, be factual, don't create your own stories and stuff, and ultimately she lost.
Yeah.
And it just did seem like it was a shakedown because the question of like how do he slap you? Oh well, he slapped me on this side with this hand or something. I'm like, that doesn't even make sense. Like then he would have to be behind you to hit you, but it just didn't make sense at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. But time and time again, we see this happening a lot for celebrities that, are targeted because they have a big name, check behind their name, and now what? Like, should she be charged? Should she be charged and with for hella money, $100,000 or something, or should she see jail time? Like,
Absolutely, I feel like there should be consequences because when people falsely claim things, all that does is taint the whole thing as a whole and make it so much harder for people that are really dealing with this stuff, really experience this stuff, to come out and tell their story without people like, oh, they probably lying, they always lying. Like it really taints people with real stories and real experiences, and I hate that for them.
yeah,
So I think absolutely the consequences should be ramped up because maybe if we ramp up the consequences for you lying, you'll stop lying. I feel like the consequences don't ever match
yeah,
what they give the people that are accused.
yeah,
Because if this person was convicted, their whole life is over. They're going to jail.
yeah,
So now that we found out that you lied, you need to go to jail for
Yeah.
lying. You need to pay fines and you need to go to jail. It needs to go back on that person just as hard as it was going to go on that person. I feel like,
Yeah.
because you essentially was about to ruin somebody's life for money.
Yeah.
And like I said, if you ramp up those consequences, it may sway people in the future from
Doing
lying. Like,
anything
oh my
else.
God. But if you see there ain't really no serious repercussions in lying, just a slap on the wrist, of course there's gonna be those people out there that's still gonna do it.
It just seems like lawsuits are so easily prepared, and the consequences of it for that person being sued is defamation. Shit, I don't
Yeah.
know.
I just feel like everybody needs to be transparent and there needs to be justice on both sides. It needs to be justice for the people that are real victims, and it needs to be justice for people that are victims of false accusations as well.
Yeah, yeah. Griffith publicly claimed Diggs drugged and sexually assaulted him in May 2023, then conspired to have him killed to keep the incidents a secret. That thing too, like there was rumors of him being gay. I don't
Oh
know.
man.
I don't know. This is all alleged, but like, and then having a bunch of baby mamas and just that I don't know. The 5.5 million claimed by Adams reportedly ballooned from initial 19,000 for unpaid wages, raising eyebrows about the lawsuit financial motives. She thought she could get a bigger paycheck just by doing that. I don't know. The lawyers and stuff probably stirred her wrong. Diggs' girlfriend, Grammy winner Cardi B, has stayed quiet publicly during the trial and legal chaos. The NFL has suspended after other players accused of conduct violations, even without criminal convictions, meaning Diggs' NFL future remains uncertain. Yeah, that too. It's just um, being able to fight that, and the NFL, because that's a check, that's a big ass check from the NFL, and your whole livelihood, your money coming in, you know you're fucked at that point.
Mhm.
But yeah, CBS Sports named Diggs a strong potential fit for teams like the LA Rams despite his legal woes, showing teams still see his value on the field. So is that any true of the LA Rams trying to take him?
I don't know. Don't they got Adams and all them? I don't know. Maybe I just don't see where
Yeah.
I don't see where he would fit in on there. I mean, you can always use a little more star power, but I feel like the Rams wide receiver core is like stacked already. Like Puka Nakua and Devontae Adams. Like, do you really need to spend some more money on wide receivers? And then you got I think
Probably
they
a
still got
backup.
Tutu, which was he's a backup too, but he's raw. So
Yeah.
I feel like there ain't no need for no more. I don't know. I don't know where that came from. I don't know, but that's just me. I have no idea. Like I said, it ain't never too many stars on the team. I guess you know
Yeah.
what I mean. If the price is right,
So, what's next for him? He has a lot on his hands, man.
he I
Bunch of
feel like
baby
maybe
mamas.
he deal with this because it was already found not guilty, but he probably deal with this. I can see him still getting picked up. Maybe training camp, maybe beginning of the season, maybe
Yeah.
mid season. Somebody gonna pick it. Still, he still could play. Somebody gonna pick that man up. I
Yeah.
still think that.
Yeah. Morally, yeah, you said everything, Jess. Just be transparent, really, and they should face consequences as well for bringing this lawsuit and defamation on his name.
Right, because you're making it harder for everybody. You're making it harder for people that haven't done anything and for real victims. I'm like, that's really like you just tried to ruin somebody's life that didn't do anything to you.
Yeah.
And you just made that space harder for real victims to come into to report what's happened to them. It's like, damn.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Comment below, you guys' thoughts. Stick with us. We getting into Disney cruise arrest, Met Gala, backlash, Hantavirus outbreak, and culture corner. Yeah, stick with us. Yeah, the Disney cruise, a major federal crackdown led by U.S. Customs and Border Protection targeted child sexual exploitation material on, well, Hold on. Couldn't even see it. On cruise ships at the port of San Diego between. God damn it, man. I need to fix this shit. Okay, let me do that again. The wild world of fucking hell. Wrong one too. Sorry guys. Cut that out anyway. A major federal crackdown led by U.S. Customs and Border Protection targeted child sexual exploitation material on cruise ships at the port of San Diego between 23rd and 27. CBP agents boarded 8 vessels, including the Disney Magic, and interviewing 28 crew members suspected of CSEM involvement. Of those, 27 were found to have received, possessed, transported, distributed, or viewed child pornography, resulting in immediate visa cancellations and deportations. 10 of the arrested worked for Disney Magic, mostly from the Philippines, with others from Portugal and Indonesia. Passengers, witness, staff. Man, where is that fucking video, dude? Let me see it. Hold on. Where's the video? That's crazy. I had the video up. But yeah, do it. I had it all ready. Um, Passengers witnessed staff being handcuffed and taken away, with one guest even filming her head waiter's arrest. Disney Cruise Line emphasized zero tolerance policy, confirming that implicated employees were terminated. The operation is part of a broader effort to combat exploitation crimes tied to cruise lines, following similar stings in Florida. Migrant rights groups criticizing the enforcement, urging more transparency and better protection for workers. The case underscores the complex intersection of immigration, criminal justice, and corporate responsibility in cruise industry. Yeah, that's massive, yo. And like indicating from um the Florida one with like 150 not employees, but like organized sex ring damn near. But like there were some employees that worked at Disney that got caught up, and that was a big story back in 2022, 2023. But again, like we talk about, like it just seems like it's normalized that people are doing this, or um it's more aware now because of social media. And what can we do about you really don't know what you can do, because you can't look through their social media, you can't look through their phones. There's just what's it called, their backgrounds and everything, their past employers and stuff, but that's all you could really do. So it's kind of hard to weed out the pedophiles at this point, and it's super dangerous. Like you really got to watch out for your kids. Um, People feel like nowadays you can't. Why aren't kids out having fun, playing outside because of this situation? Like nowadays, it's just you just don't know with everybody that has that mindset that preying on kids is a good thing.
And people just seem so comfortable with it.
Yeah. It's so disturbing, man. And I don't know if this is like a distraction to whatever else is going on around the world, but I don't see media people actually talking about this, or it's big news on any news outlets right now. But it's a serious it's just serious that I have kids, that's the thing, and we can't do normal things or let them go play outside without my anxiety spiking up. Like, oh, is someone gonna come around and just try to take my kids and stuff? Like, no, you parents nowadays got to be wary, and you can't even not even that. Like your uncles or like your family members too. You just don't know people's lives, and
Hmm.
it's super disturbing.
So other times it could be the people that's closest to you, and that's scary as hell.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Make sure you guys are creating a safe space for your children to feel comfortable to come to you for anything. That's the first step, is to make sure that your child feels comfortable talking to you about whatever.
Yeah, that's true. The operation was part of the Operation Tidal Wave, a broader federal initiative targeting CSEM across various transport sectors. That too. Yeah, just crackdowns. I'm glad there's crackdowns on that, but there's more higher ups that should be exposed too. But during the Epstein files, nothing is happening. It just seems like that was just to be normalized. Like, oh yeah, there's groups out here that are doing this, so link up with them. Like, it's super disturbing. At least 4 crew members from Holland, America's MV Zaandam, were also arrested alongside Disney staff. The detained individuals were processed in Los Angeles before being deported. Migrants' rights groups have condemned the arrest as abduction and raised concerns about denial of due process and consular access. If they knew the that they had child pornography and everything, they would think differently. But I feel like people are just like, their rights are being taken away, they're being deported, but they're criminals at this point. Praise pedos preying on other kids. If people knew about that more often, then they would say, hey, yeah. But then they're gonna think like, oh, but they still need due process. Bro, seriously? Separately, more than 150 people, including Disney World employees and contractors, were arrested in undercover human trafficking and child exploitation stings in Florida, highlighting a wider pattern of such crimes linked to Disney affiliate workers. Oh, and having those employees so close to their kids, you know, it's just a whole hub of preying on children.
Yep.
Is super dangerous. You have Roblox, nothing is safe on there. You have people just praying because, again, it's a hub of children, so that's where they're gonna mostly migrate. So it's disturbing as hell. But yeah, moral of the story is just keep your kids safe. Um, the one thing with my niece, she was on the Disney cruise and she told me she was walking around by herself and stuff, and that is just disturbing itself. Like, yeah, I trust her to like weave out all the bad people and everything and like stay safe, but like, anything could have happened that during that time. um just don't let your kid it's just don't let your kids out alone by themselves and stuff. But yeah, be safe, y'all. Be safe, okay? Be safe. Comment below you guys thoughts on that. Yeah, it's a big story of this week. Yeah, let's move on. Met Gala. The 2026 Met Gala themed costume art faced intense backlash due to Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez Bezos serving as lead sponsors and honorary chairs. Bezos' 10 million sponsorship ignited protests focused on Amazon's labor practices and wealth inequality, leading to boycott by stars such as Zendaya, Bella Hadid, and Meryl Streep. Protesters from groups like Everyone Hates Elon staged creative actions, including hiding fake urine bottles inside the museum. There was like 300 fake urine bottles, symbolizing allegations that Amazon workers endure harsh conditions, including forced bathroom breaks. The labor art counter event featured Amazon warehouse workers and local labor advocates modeling to emphasize workers as culture's real foundation. Despite the uproar, the gala raised a record-breaking $42 million for the Metropolitan Museum of Art's Costume Institute. New York Mayor Zohran Mamdani controversially skipped the event, spotlighting the focal workers instead. Beyonce made a notable return after 10 years performing alongside her daughter. The event highlighted a clash between elite philanthropy and grassroots activism, raising questions about the role billionaires play in cultural institutions and whether their involvement undermines the causes they claim to support. For me, they're out of touch. Okay. With everything that's going on around the world, it's a private only, $100,000 for tickets, exclusive invite only. Celebrities are hosted by fashion brands rather than paying themselves. Yeah, it's just a private party, and $42 million that could have gone to anything else, but it went to a costume art thing, and they didn't even have food. They had performances and everything, but at this rate, it's just like, what are we doing as a society? They're just posing photos of themselves, eating it all up, and people are buying into it. I just don't see how it's enticing for people to watch it. They're just out of touch at this point. And the Labor Act, whatever, activism, yeah, like support those type of people because they set up everything in that place, and yet the celebrity just come in and take photos and pay millions and millions of dollars, but yet none of that money goes to them either.
You know what they already compared them to? Them people from the Hunger Games.
Yeah, that's like my first thought. Like, you're all peasants and stuff, and yeah,
They go there to laugh in your face, basically.
they don't care at all. And we'll get into a video of parody, so it'll be a funny one. Despite boycott calls, the MetGala smashed its fundraising. Yeah, 42 million, up 31 million the previous year. Lauren Sanchez, Jeff's wife's co-chaired, was front and center, with Jeff himself skipped the red carpet entirely. Tickets for the Met Gala, 100,000. Yep. Actress Sarah Paulson racked a $1 bill mask, claiming it represented the 1%, but got slammed online for tone deafness. Amazon labor union co-founder Chris Smalls was arrested outside the event for trying to bring a protest sign onto the carpet. Good thing for them, man. Good thing for them.
Move it, you pathetic dork. Oh, sorry. They work so hard. I have to be nice.
Me go to bed now.
How you feeling, Kylie?
It's really cold.
Hope you're enjoying your night, Margot.
Oh, thank you. The toilets smell amazing.
Oh, my breath is so bad. This was a huge mistake.
You dropped something.
Back that way? That must be my plug. Okay, you're causing me all this trauma. This is hot. Do you mind if I tip? Here, let me fix your antennas.
I'm a little bit nervous. There's all these people and stuff.
Milkshake? Hey, can you shave my armpits? Yeah?
Interesting look.
Well, maybe what you're wearing looks stupid. I'm gonna kick your butt. You're really, really annoying.
How'd you do your hair?
A vacuum. I don't think I like you. Oh. I just have to fix something. Don't you touch me. Sorry. You've had your fun, now move along.
My wedgie is crazy. I'm gonna have a heart attack.
Tic-tac-toe. Do you have any snacks?
Yeah.
Yeah, just a little parody. That was Hi Joss on Instagram. Appreciate you, bro. It's hilarious how your voiceovers and everything. But yeah, the costumes were ridiculous. And imagine those cost millions and millions of dollars. Even Cardi B's look like intestines and stuff. Like the fuck? The skeleton one. There was here, let's look at this one. Yeah. You got this weird ass one right here on the left side. It's just they're out of touch, man. It's not even something you would wear every day, but like I guess the artistic side of it, you know, got people going. What do you think about the whole dress stuff?
I don't know. Like you said, it's just tone deaf. Like I don't ever really pay attention to that bull crap.
Yeah.
It's just a waste of money and time.
This is gonna be the only time I feel like we're gonna be talking about it because I don't know. Yeah. Comment below your guys' thoughts on that. A lot, a lot. Yeah, the deadly Andes hantavirus trending all week, guys. But after this last story on viral views, Nick Cannon admitting to a double standard. He encourages his son to date, but forbids his daughter from dating at 15. Hit that like button, share, subscribe. It's very much appreciated. Hantavirus. All right. The Hondius. Just, would you hear about it?
That is worse than COVID.
Oh, yeah, like 40% or something.
Yeah, 40%.
Yeah.
40%.
Have we not learned anything at all these past 6 years, guys?
And I know everybody's like, oh, a shutdown. This time I'm gonna become famous. I'm gonna be dancing my way through the shutdown.
Mm-hmm.
Baby, they're not doing no shutdown. Not this time.
Yeah. Not with a lot of people waking
I
up.
don't see it happening.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no shutdown.
The MV Hondius cruise ship is currently the epicenter of a hantavirus outbreak with 3 confirmed deaths and 8 suspected cases as of May 8th, 2026. The virus involved is the rare Andes strain, unique in its ability to spread through close human contact. Unlike typical hantavirus transmitted from rodents, the ship set sail from Ushuaia, I don't know, Argentina on April 1st, but investigations believe the initial infection started during a bird watching trip to Argentine landfill before departure. The first death was a 70-year-old Dutch man on April 11th, followed by his wife evacuated to South Africa, and a German passenger dying near Cape Verde on May 2nd. The ship is barred from docking at several ports and remains stranded with nearly 150 passengers and crew. Health agencies like WHO and CDC are monitoring the situation closely. Tracing passengers who disembarked earlier. So yeah, like they disembarked, they only booked it for like a week or so. I don't know how long their trip was, but they took an early off the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Passengers are quarantined in cabins with safety protocols enforced despite the severity on board. WHO states the risk to the general public remains low. The outbreak highlights challenges to constraining viruses with human to human transmission aboard confined spaces like cruise ships. So yeah, I in my opinion, it seems like it's hyped out. Everyone's talking about it. It's just, yeah, have we not learned anything that the media is just going to propagandize us, fearmonger us into another pandemic, into something that we know that it's possibly not that serious, but, as more people come onto it and talk about it more, they're just going to say, oh, cases here, cases in California, Arizona, and everything. It's just all hype at this point. Like we're in the where are we gonna go with this now? Are they just gonna keep hyping it up? New cases here. I don't know. It just seems like we haven't learned anything during the COVID, because during the COVID pandemic, everyone was wearing a mask. People were being forced to get the hot sauce 19, um, and we were just barred from seeing our family members. We were barred from even just coming together to have a party, and people weaponize to tell other people, hey, they were calling the cops at that time, like, hey, they're getting together and stuff because of a dangerous strain. That now it was only like a 1% fatality rate, and people were feared because of the media, because of the government pushing this on us. And hey, now they have a hantavirus vaccine ready to go.
Do they?
They do. That's yeah, and they're gonna push that on us, allegedly. But we will see. Continuing, gonna keep up with this story. I just hope we don't push ourselves to another pandemic, or the elites now are freaking out and they're putting all their weapons, propagandize the media, um, news dump. Uh, I don't know. A lot of stuff is happening. Um, I just don't want to be forced to another lockdown, and then all of us getting those vaccine cards, digital age now, where we're being screened. It just seems like they're gonna push us in that direction, and I hope nobody pushes us in that direction, because we create the reality, and if they see that we're talking about this and people are freaking out, you see a lot of people searching it up. That gives them the green light to keep pushing it. Cases here, cases there. Just look out for 33, okay? If they say 33 cases, then that's a signal for sure. CDC has increased monitoring in at least 5 U.S. states for travelers who were on the MV Honduras beyond the initially reported 3 states. Uh, Ocean-wide expeditions has sent 3 additional medical professionals on board as the ship heads toward the Canary Islands, and they're supposedly gonna land on the 10th, I believe. I don't know. The ship made stops in ecologically diverse regions, including Tristan da Cunha and Ascension Island before the outbreak was identified. Passengers have reported that despite quarantine, the crew is maintaining regular communication and providing meals directly to cabins. Laboratory tests confirmed the Andes virus strain through PCR and genomic sequencing methods at specialized labs in Europe. It's just fishy because at 150 person, there was one person that was talking about it, and he was crying and
Yeah, that's what a lot of people were saying. They were like, it seemed very staged to them, like it was just maybe like a crisis actor.
yeah,
And then they were like, why did only one person do a video? There's all these people on the boat, but only one person made a video.
yeah,
In the age of social media, only one person made a video.
yeah.
One person made a video. Just one person.
Yeah, we just have questions about it. Like, don't jump to conclusion. Like, oh, everyone mask up, stay indoors, get your vaccines, yada yada. No, question everything nowadays. And I have questions about that Simpson video episode where they were on a ship, there was a virus outbreak, and there were like messages in there that correlate to what's going on right now. So, predictive programming, prepare you guys for another one. There was actually another tweet from 2022 or 2023 saying the end of coronavirus, but in 2026, hantavirus. That's been circulating. I don't know how true that is, but it's coincidence. There is no coincidence in my mind that they're just trying to push this on us. There was a monkeypox back then too. They were trying to push on us. Just question everything. But again, what Jess said, I don't think this is gonna go as far as they want it to, because there's a narrative out there that they're trying to push, and people are pushing back, like asking real questions. Comment below your guys' thoughts on that. Yeah, it's just fishy. That's it. And just be careful. Be careful. Oh, and I don't know, like fucking what's it called? Gain of function research, like how they try to change up the sequencing of the viruses to make it transmissible to human to human. That's been founded to happen, but they're saying they're not doing gain of function, but that's damn near gain of function researching. But just question everything, guys. Just be wary and don't comply. Do not comply. Do not. Comment below your guys' thoughts on that. Yeah, don't fear. If anything, just get off the phones, because if you continuously search it up, if you keep continuously fear mongering, scared, talking about it, they're gonna continue to keep pushing it on us, and cases will rise because of what the media says. So don't fear. Everything's good, guys. There's bigger issues in the world, and they're just piling this all on us to get us chaos, pretty much. Yeah. Viral views. You ready, Jess?
Yeah, I just wanted to read something right quick.
I need your thoughts on this, Jess.
Yeah, go ahead.
Double check on this. You good?
Yeah, I just wanted to. It was a story that was going viral the other night that I seen, talking about some 200 kidneys donated to a hospital, and I forgot to fact check it. You know, I'm like, yo, so just a word of advice to everybody: make sure you do your own research before y'all just be running with. That's how rumors start.
Yeah.
Just make sure y'all do y'all research too. Y'all fact check things, because sometimes people just be yapping.
Yeah.
And sometimes people just hear stuff and they don't fact check, and then they make a video, and then you're like, "Oh my god!" And then just with everything going on, it doesn't even sound far fetched.
Yeah.
But it's like, come on, y'all. 200 kidneys dropped off at the hospital by an unknown person. Do that even sound real to y'all?
Could be real.
200 kidneys?
Could be real.
No investigation? Yeah, right. Because what they were like, oh, the hospital was like, oh, this is such a blessing and this and that. Nobody would say that. An anonymous bag of 200 kidneys, they're going to be like, where are the bodies? That'd be the first thing.
Yeah.
Like, where did these come from?
Oh, like, I could be totally, completely wrong, but just question everything. Yes, just do your research, and don't live in fear because of the media. Put the phones down if you feel that way, because the only way they get to us is through the phones, through emotionally changing you by news dumping hellish shit on you too. So yeah, double check everything. Nick Cannon went viral in May 2026 for admitting he has a double standard with his 15-year-old twins. He encourages his son Moroccan to date, but forbids his daughter Monroe from dating, sparking debate over his comments and parenting approach. Let's take a look.
Son been dating.
Oh. Really?
And I've allowed it.
Why?
I've encouraged it.
Encouraged?
But
At
my
15?
daughter.
I hope you've been allowing it and encouraging that too.
Absolutely not.
That
Really?
makes no sense. That's
first of all,
sense.
it's absolutely a double standard.
I hope you know I'm going to be talking about this on the TV show.
You have to, because first of all, and I know I get in trouble a
Yes,
lot because I
please.
say things with my chest, but there is a difference when parenting a son and then when parenting a daughter.
And 2026?
Yes, because I am more protective of my daughter, because there's things out there that I have to protect my daughter from. Like, as we know, there's certain type of individuals that you want to keep your daughter away from. My son, it's a different conversation when he's going out into the dating world.
You don't want. My dad's a football coach.
Right. And I know he loves his daughter in a way that if you call, my son is not calling me like, Dad, she hit me. He's not doing that. But if somebody puts their hands on my daughter,
Okay.
I'm going to jail. Just like your daddy would.
That's one thing, but
Ain't no one thing. That's the only thing.
Okay, but for your son, you're not.
I'm doing 25 to life if somebody put their hands on my daughter.
You're not worried about gold diggers for your son?
No, he got a whole lot of money. His mama's Mariah Carey.
That's crazy.
So this is not a new conversation, but in dating, we're just reacting to the video. In dating, there double standards, real double standards that he mentioned.
Like with how their fathers treat the kids.
Yes. In dating.
Hell yeah, because what he said is not, it's not, not a. He didn't say a way of thinking that a lot of other fathers don't think like that. They most definitely think like that too. You heard it time and time again.
Yeah.
They do not treat their daughters the same as their sons, especially fathers. They're like he said, they're going to be more protective, and unfortunately, they are men and they know how boys think, and that's what they're thinking. But then at the same time, it's like, you know what I mean?
So he was speaking from experience that I'm gonna protect my daughter from guys like Nick Cannon that has how many baby mamas and how many kids.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna put words in his mouth, but you know, as a man, he's in those spaces.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure he has a good beat on how they think, but it's like, it's just one of those things where it's like, I get it, but
Yeah, but you want to protect your daughter at all costs, and that's I get what he's saying. on
yeah.
that part. And you can't just, in my mind, you can't just with women. You can't have sex with a bunch of guys that like dudes do it because the risk of pregnancy and everything. But yeah, like that's a portal into the woman's life. I've been saying this for a while, but yeah, you just can't. Yeah, there is definitely a double standard in that.
Yeah, because you know what you just said. You're like, you know, you kind of thinking like, oh, well, I don't care if my son do it, but my daughter can't. If all dads think like that, who they having sex with? Other boys?
Mm.
Like they all have the same mindset. Like it's just kind of like unrealistic sometimes. It's like,
Yeah.
the hell are y'all talking about? I mean, like I said, I agree with everything but I feel like maybe they all should just be focused on school. Why even tell him to even be doing that?
That too.
They
He's
all
15 years old.
Why is he focused on that at 15? You know what I mean? I feel like why not protect both of the kids?
So her
That's
reaction,
just how I feel about it. Like, yeah, I feel like her
reaction.
I hear what he was saying in the sense of protecting his daughter, but like, why not protect your son too?
Yeah, they are just kids.
How you can't just protect both of them?
Because you know, having sex, you create a baby, and you know that should be sanctioned to.
Because just like she can get
lovers.
pregnant, he can get somebody pregnant.
Yeah.
Still both messy situations. That's why I'm like,
Yeah.
you should just treat them equal. Protect both of them. Neither one of them should be focused on that right now. They kids.
Correct, Jess.
Go to school. Pay attention to school. You got other things to worry about right now.
Yeah.
Relationship is not one of them that, you know, ain't nothing wrong with a little puppy love here and there, but to be, oh yeah, you need to go out and encourage them. Why?
Yeah.
They kids. Like,
Yeah.
there's other things to focus on. Let's talk about school, sports, family. Let's focus on other things.
And the son looks up to the dad.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna do what he sees.
Let's push them up to let that frontal lobe start getting a little bit more to the developed side before, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just feel like, you know, I understand what you're saying about this girl, but protect your boy too.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need to protect it.
There should be a teaching moment.
Boys should still be getting protected too. Just
Yeah.
because they a boy don't mean they don't need protection. You know what I mean?
Correct.
Why not? Protect all your kids equally.
Yeah, for sure.
be going to jail for your son too. Shoot.
Damn.
I mean, like he's like, I'm doing 25 to life if somebody put their hands on my daughter. You ain't gonna be doing 25 to life if somebody put their hands on your son. Yeah.
Correct. Well, yeah, that's the end of the show, guys. Appreciate y'all being here. Damn, computer's acting up. But stay current on the latest sports and celebrity culture news. Hit that like button, share this video with a friend, and follow this channel. Tap the notification bell so you never miss a new video. We're dropping fresh content every week. Yeah. We appreciate the new subscribers. We appreciate the engagement. Yeah, just really go on the podcast too. Give us a 5-star, push us out more. Yeah, we really do appreciate it. It's a long journey, like Jess always says. Rome wasn't built in
Overnight.
overnight. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. What the hell?
It was not built overnight, y'all.
Positive note, positive post. Any of the show on a positive note. Becoming a wait. What is it, man? Oh, there it is. I got it. Even on the days you question your worth, please know this. You were never meant to shine like anyone else. You were meant to shine like you. And the world, it's softer, warmer, better because you're here.
Message.
You hear that? Message. Yeah. Oh yeah, I appreciate the like, guys. Yeah, have a great rest of your week. Stay blessed. See y'all next weekend. Peace out.